Hello, I am Cedro, and I'm going to be playing Dragonfly in the Sunshine.
Beautiful job. That is really lovely. Your tone really came out. I heard every note, and that is hard to do in a piece like this that goes so quickly and has these even 16th notes. So this is our second Dragonfly song today. And like Ailey was saying, dragonflies, they kind of flit and they come in and out and they swoop. And that's kind of the feeling behind this song. And I was telling you earlier that I played this song when I was learning to play the harp too. And I also told my student who performed today that we're going to hear a lot about thumbs today in this master class. Because the thumb really is one of the most important fingers when you're playing the harp, because the melody is in the thumb. And you want to have a strong thumb, but you also want to have very nice tone. So sometimes what my teacher, even when I was in college, what my teacher would have me do is place all the notes, but only play my thumb to bring out the melody. So let's try doing that. We're going to just go very slowly. Why don't you just place each set of chords and take your time and just play your thumb. So we're only going to play your, no, that's, I know, it's like second nature, you want to play it. But just play your thumb. Yeah, and go on to the next one. Yeah, and keep going, do that. We'll do that for the first line. Good. But be sure you're placing each chord. So yeah, that's what makes it a little hard. You're placing, but you're not playing. So now place E, A, C in your left hand. E and A. Yeah, and now an E major chord. Yeah, you got it. And now the last one. That's a big chord. Good. So that way you can really practice your thumb and how you want it to sound and what kind of tone you want. And at the same time, you're still learning the notes because you're placing all of them. Very good. So let's just talk about one other thing that I always have to remind myself of, especially if I've been playing, say at a long gig and I'm starting to get a little tired, you sort of start doing that. Your posture, sometimes what I have people do, let's put your harp down. Okay, we're not even going to play. And let's just, I'm going to move this so everyone can see. Let's just have the posture we want at the harp. Just do this. Yeah. So it's kind of like, I'm a terrible dancer, but it's when you're taking dance lessons and they tell you if you're about to do a waltz, this is your position. And that's what you want. It's the same thing with the harp. You want it comfortable. So we want to keep our left hand off the sounding board and our thumbs up. Yep, we hear that a lot. And so that's what we kind of want to think about that, because that helps propel us when we're playing and gives us strength to play. So think about that posture. And then the other thing that let's try doing, we're going to do this very, very slowly. So very slowly. let's play just each note slowly, one at a time. Even slower, like half that speed. Keep going and look at your fingers as you're playing. Good. Very good. So what I like is you play so evenly. I really can hear each note, which is so important. And your thumbs are coming down all the way over your second finger like a seal. So very nice thumb action there. What I might suggest is releasing your other fingers a little bit from your palm and practice doing that. Because if you're anything like me, I get a little nervous when I play, and when you get nervous, the fingers go into your palms like that. Happens to me, happens to everyone. So if you can practice when you're practicing, keeping your fingers out in a curve in a relaxed way with your thumbs up, then when you're performing and your heart's racing a little bit, they'll naturally come out. So let's do this again. And the other thing about this piece is it has a lot of dynamics because it's a dragonfly and it's flitting in and out and going all around. So it starts very softly and then it gets louder and then it gets soft, then it gets louder, then it gets soft. So let's slowly, because I know you can play this quickly, let's play this slowly and just think about the dynamics. Even softer. Can you play even softer than that? Yeah. Okay, and here, little crescendo. So crescendo here. So this is the peak of the crescendo. And now decrescendo. And then goes A, B. So here, smaller intervals. So if you don't know, an interval is the distance between two notes. So smaller intervals like seconds or thirds, what we sometimes call steps or skips, we play with 2 and 1. And then larger intervals like fifths and sixths, like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, we play with 3 and 1. And then sevenths and octaves, we play with 4 and 1. Not all the time, but for the most part. And what I find that helps me is I remember, oh yeah, this is 2 and 1, it's a smaller interval. So when you're playing this, that's what makes a piece like this tricky too, is sometimes you're playing 2 and 1, then sometimes you're playing 3 and 1, and you've got to switch pretty quickly. Oh, and we're done. So what I would say for a song like this, think about your thumb melody, dynamics and decrescendos and crescendos, and then what fingers you want to use for what intervals. But very, very nice job.